When bullies and tyrants get a taste of their own medicine, they usually don't like it. Not at all. That's been clear lately with the ever louder and ever more shrill screaming from the left when a few illegal aliens end up in their make-believe sanctuary cities and states. You see, when the governors in Texas and Arizona started shipping illegals by bus to places like New York City, Washington, D.C., and Chicago, those places asked for federal help and declared states of emergency. And remember, these are a tiny, less than 1% fraction of the flood of humanity rolling into Texas and every other border state pretty much every day. Take Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, for example. She says it's time for the federal government to step up on the border issue. It's time. Listen.
The federal government has to step up. I was in Washington, D.C. last week talking to members of Customs and Border Patrol, National FEMA, ICE, and DHS. And we made it very clear, I made it very clear, that our expectation is that they were going to have a plan that features communication and collaboration with interior cities. And they must do that, and they must do that soon. I know that they are under enormous pressures. This is not a new challenge at the border, but this is a new challenge for us, and we need federal support, resources, communication, and collaboration, and that has to come in short order.
Now, it's funny how these open border leftists change their tune when the illegals are in their backyard. They don't really like it. You could practically hear the panic in her voice. Oh, the diversity of it all. Who are these people? Why are they here? But it was the move by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis a couple of days ago that really peeled away the socialist veneer and exposed these people for what and who they really are. You see, Governor DeSantis loaded up a pair of planes and sent a few dozen illegals to the elitist playground for the rich and famous, Martha's Vineyard, a place where people like Barack Obama has a mansion along with other far-left zealots like James Taylor, Rosie O'Donnell, David Letterman, Spike Lee, Carly Simon, and Diane Sawyer, just to name a few. Each and every one wildly wealthy and wildly outspoken about the virtues of sanctuary status for lots of places, but apparently not their virtue signal tower on the little slice of paradise off the coast of Cape Cod. And this object lesson from Governor DeSantis, and that's what it is, an object lesson, absolutely set them into a rage. In fact, the Democrats and socialists in Massachusetts, a place that voted overwhelmingly for Joe Biden, by the way, and the dangerous open border policies, are calling Governor DeSantis DeSatan and screaming like smashed cats that he is evil and inhumane. They're screeching he is a human trafficker and he kidnapped the poor migrants from Venezuela. Here's Democrat and make-believe journalist Chuck Todd saying what DeSantis did was inhumane. Watch.
And it's all due to treating people as political pawns, leaving some migrants who might have been misled to believe they were going elsewhere, as reported by NPR, on a literal island that doesn't have any infrastructure designed to help them at all. In a word, it's inhumane.
Really, Chuck? Inhumane. He sent them to a wealthy island paradise. How on earth could that not be better than, say, Brownsville, Laredo, El Paso, or San Antonio? I can tell you it's better than just about anywhere else. I've been there. It's spectacular. But it's even better if you're a finger-wagging, white elitist Democrat that proclaims socialism is wonderful. Now, you would think, with their yard signs supporting sanctuary status and claiming how welcoming they are, that would mean the people would jump up with open arms and celebrate the arrival of a few dozen folks from Venezuela, and they would embrace these wandering souls. Spoiler alert, they didn't.